So you got the song that we're starting with? Okay.
Queued up and ready.
Huh?
Queued up and ready.
Yeah, we're talking so low.
Sorry.
You might have to scoot over this way a little bit.
Project my voice. I'm trying to stay just out of camera shot.
Oh, nobody's watching. You want to be in it?
Huh?
You want to be in it?
It don't matter.
We got one. Okay. So, this is the first time I'm doing it on YouTube because I've been blocked on Facebook. Apparently I got in trouble. So, alright. At least it'll save 30 minutes. Other people will see my post, hopefully, and join. Alright. You ready?
Ready.
I'm gonna count it down. You're starting with,
Sex with me queued up about a minute in.
huh?
Sex with me queued up about a minute in.
Okay. This is Sex and Relationship Talk Show, for those who don't know, but it's funny, and it can be a little disturbing, but it's always fun, and it's on WRPR 3 nights a week, on Friday at midnight, or no, Saturday at midnight, Friday at 2:30 a.m., and Monday at 9 p.m., all Eastern time. So, you can listen to it there too. But, we were talking about, what did we talk about? Summer sex?
Summer sex.
Let's turn.
Ways to stay cool.
See who they know who they're talking to. How about that?
Here, put me on that.
Yeah, sure. That's Pizza Guy. So, you can scoot over now, because I can't turn it anymore. Okay, there we go. Here's the Pizza Guy. Revealed. Okay, he's my co-host for the night. You got it ready? You said I'll count it down.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
I gotta put my glasses on so I can see. Oh no, they're not that clean though. Let me clean them so I can see. Are you going on YouTube to see?
Yeah, I was going to see if it was.
Yeah, go see it. But turn your sound down, just in case. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about weird, strange sex trends. Sex news, sex trends. Weird, strange sex trends. That's what we're going to talk about. Okay. Let me get my papers. Let me get my papers. See, this way I don't turn and look at them when I talk to them because I've been taught to do that. I can look there. I was taught it was rude not to look at who you're talking to. So, my daddy taught me that. Okay, I'm gonna count you down. Or do you wanna? Have you found it?
No.
Because I want to see if people can find it, and you should find it and share it. Oh, well, I guess I wonder if I can. I don't think I can. I got a little thingy on here. I can change it. Oh, dream.
Oh my
What's
God.
dreams? Oh no. What's glamour? Oh no. Let's go back. No bubbles. Oh, we have bubbles. Bubbles. We have bubbles. You can do all this shit. That's pretty cool. Dance. Hey, we're all trippy now. Haunt. Oh, hell. Sketch. Oh, that's trippy. Hey, let's go back to normal. Okay. How do I get it gone? How do I make it go away? I don't know how to make it go away now. I don't know how to make it go away now. Oh, here we go. Share. Let's share it on Facebook. There we go. Post. Cool. It let me share it. I couldn't see you for a second. Okay. I don't know how to make that shit go away, though. Go like this. Swipe it. There we go. Oh!
Ah,
There it is. Just
nice.
touch the thing again. Okay. All right. Let me clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. Y'all know that song. Okay. Hopefully I won't get in trouble for this. but I didn't try to monetize it. All right, anyways, we're going to talk about weird sex trends. Then we're talking threesomes. Threesomes! Yay! I should have put that in the heading. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you the one that liked it? Oh, somebody did. All right, strange, weird sex trends. Then we're talking threesomes. And all you need to know about threesomes. I'm going to tell you. Here, let me move it so they can see the pizza guy. Because he's pretty. He's pretty too. I should say too.
You're so sweet.
He's pretty too. Probably prettier than me. Stay over there.
I smell good too.
You smell good too? Oh, hey. That's important. That is important. Okay, I'm gonna count down.
Alright.
Now it's hush hush. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the sweet spot. Oh, how you feeling?
Better.
After talking all that summer sex.
Much better.
Get you some good advice?
Got some good ideas.
You wrote down some positions for you?
Yeah, I took notes and everything.
Hey. Well, now it's time for strange sex trends and news. Very strange. What men and women are doing to have better sex. You'd be amazed. You tried anything?
It's trendy?
Yeah, it's like trending.
No, I don't think I've followed that trend at all.
You never tried any trendy sex thing stuff? Anything? No. Like they said, hey, this is good now. So you were like, I'm in. You went and tried it? No? No. Well, some people might.
Just kind of fell into it naturally, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just weird stuff?
Nothing weird.
Trending stuff?
Trending, no.
Sex trends? No?
You have to explain the trends.
Well, I stumbled upon this. Women are doing something, and they've done things to their genitals, their genitalia, their lady parts. Plenty. Like, the piercings and stuff like that that's supposed to enhance.
What was it that you were talking about before, the glitter bomb?
Right, making it pretty.
Yeah.
Putting some glitter up in there to make it pretty. It tastes sweet. Don't do it, ladies. Don't do it. It's not good. It's not hygienic. It's going to give you something, at least an infection. And it's not going to make it magical. But no, this scared me even more. Women are actually injecting blood into their clitoris. It's scientifical. It's very scientifical.
Blood.
Blood.
Where does this blood come from?
Injecting blood into their clitoris. Well, they call it the orgasm shot, and it's backed by science. And what they do is they take blood from another part of their body, and then into a syringe, and then they inject it into their clitoris. What?
Wow. Just
yeah.
wow.
Well, wow. They say it's scientifical. They say that it's backed by science. That it causes stem cells to multiply, growing healthier tissue, and it increases lube, like lubrication, increases orgasms, and it gives women more powerful and more frequent orgasms. It's proven. They say it's proven.
Science.
Science, yes. And this is being done in the U.S., in the United States. This isn't something they're doing overseas. No. This is being done right here in the U.S. Ladies, really? And they, get this, they say it takes 5 minutes to do. Apparently take blood from one part of you, say your ass, and then put it in your man in the boat.
So it's your own blood.
Your own blood, yeah.
All right.
I'm assuming that it's going to make it. I'm assuming it's going to make it like enlarged, engorged or whatever.
Well, if they're injecting something in it, yeah.
Yeah, for a little while. And they don't say like don't do it right after or anything, but they say it takes 5 minutes to do, and they put numbing cream on there to try to numb the area before they inject the clitoris with blood. They put some numbing on there. Now, I was a medical esthetician, and I did laser hair removal, laser tattoo removal, and other laser treatments, and we've used that numbing cream. And it does not work that well. Does not. We have them put it on there themselves, or put it on them with some gloves or whatever, and let it sit 20 minutes, and then we do the treatment, and that still really hurts because I've had the treatment myself, the laser hair removal and the tattoo removal, and I did that without the numbing cream. But yeah, not that great. No. It's probably not even as good as the topical the dentist gives you.
I used something with a tattoo once and it didn't help.
Yeah, no.
Very long.
No. I mean, it's medical numbing cream, but still, I mean, I even have that medical grade spray, and just for waxing. Then that's still, yeah.
Well, I guess anything with a needle in that area.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, they actually have vagina spas in the U.S. There's one in particular, the V-Spot. It's a Medi-Spa in New York City. And the Real Housewife of New York, Cindy Bishop, opened it. So I'm assuming she's getting these treatments herself. Just saying. I mean, you kind of opened yourself up there for that. I mean, if you started the Vag Spa, all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
To be a client.
She opened it.
Yeah.
They call it the V-Spot. Yeah. But get this. It's $1,500 a shot. So $1,500 to get your own blood sucked out of somewhere else and injected into your clitoris. $1,500. Yeah. That's pretty expensive. And I don't know how long it lasts. They don't say how long it lasts. How long it's...
Money well spent.
I guess. I mean, I'd want at least a time frame. Because I'm assuming,
right.
Like any injectable, it's not gonna, stay forever. You think? I don't know, with it being blood. What do you think?
Pretty temporary.
I think it'd be temporary too. Even with Botox and those other injectables, they're all temporary. I mean, they've got them up to a year and a half, I think, but they're still temporary. But it is blood, your own blood. They are taking from somewhere else. I'm betting a lot of these women are take it from my butt.
Come out of your arm.
Well, yeah, they have to take it from a vein.
You tap a vein somewhere.
They do have to tap a vein. Yeah.
Wow. And this is a trend.
Yeah, it's trending.
This is happening.
Right now, yeah.
Wow.
At vagina spas.
That is a thing.
In New York City.
Vagina spa is a thing.
Yeah, vagina spas in New York City.
All right.
The V-Spot Medi Spa in New York City. By Real Housewife Cindy Bishop. $1,500 a shot. You can get you your blood shot into your clitoris. And apparently it'll increase your lubrication, orgasms, make them more powerful and frequent. Yeah, very interesting.
Right.
Women, ladies, crazy doing this kind of stuff, really. Moving on. I stumbled across this about men that's trending. And apparently they're coming out with a bionic penis. So I like to call it RoboCock. RoboCock. I think it sounds better than bionic penis. But anyways, it's a remote controlled penis implant. Remote controlled.
It's actually bionic.
Actually bionic.
Like $6 Million Man bionic.
Bionic. You hold the remote over the penis to activate it. So you take your remote and turn it on and hold it over your penis and go, 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 gadget schlong. And
That's insane.
it sends an electric current.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah, it sends an electric current through the thing that's implanted, right? And the voltage passes through the implant and heats up to 42 degrees Celsius and expands. Makes the whole penis larger. It gives you a whole new RoboCock. Hey, I think it sounds pretty freaking interesting.
42 degrees Celsius is pretty warm.
I would say it's probably body heat.
That is pretty warm.
It's probably body heat.
That's,
Well, because it's like double, right? Isn't Fahrenheit like double Celsius?
I don't know. It's been a long time since high school.
I'm pretty sure. So that means it would be like 84 degrees if that was it. I don't think it could be much more than that. But anyways, it heats up to 42 degrees Celsius and expands, makes the whole penis larger. And then after, I guess you go, or you're done. It didn't really explain this. Like if you have to take the remote and put it back over it to make it go down. Go down, go, or go down, gadget schlong. But it says after it cools down, and then it goes to limpy. And you're back to normal penis, but your RoboCock is still there. Yeah. Pretty interesting, huh?
That's some shit.
But it's made, this is what it's made of. It's made of nitinol. Is that how you say? Nitinol? Nitinol?
Nitinol?
Yeah. Which is a metal alloy of nickel and titanium. Because it's able to change shape. So imagine.
Like a transformer dick?
Right, RoboCock.
Oh, right.
Like it changes, because it's made of this stuff so it can change shape. It makes the whole penis bigger. It says it's going to be ready in the next few years. And of course, it's going to take surgery. But get this. The alternative, right now, it's of course for ED. That's what it's for, erectile dysfunction. Not everybody can go in there and say, give me a RoboCock. I want a big old robo penis. I want the bionic penis, please. So it's not like a cosmetic thing. It's be for ED. But currently, what they do for that, if guys want to go this far for surgery, to get to help with their ED,
right?
They currently implant a tube, and you fill it with water by squeezing a reservoir next to your balls. Excuse me, honey. You want to get it on? Let me reach down here and pump.
Get my pump.
Let me get my reservoir pumping. Fill that tube full of water, and it gives them. Yeah. They say that about 400 men get it a year. They get this, and 5 million men currently suffer from erectile dysfunction. But about 400 men a year get this surgery. This tube implanted in their penis.
Yeah. Somebody has made some type of super industrial pump to pump that thing up at lightning speed.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
Because they say that's where you do it.
It's like the vaping with the mods. It just became a thing, and they just get bigger and bigger and more powerful. And they got the more powerful water.
Well, apparently this is up to date.
It's up to date.
Yeah, like this is how you do it. They implant it in there in a tube, fill it with water by squeezing the reservoir next to your balls. Like a penis pump, I guess. But implanted. And it fills the penis up with water. And so I say the bionic penis, RoboCock, sounds like a way better idea to me. And much more advanced. But here's the catch. This is it's they say that it'll be quicker, easier, and of course more badass. You got you a freaking bionic penis. What's more badass than that? Like, you don't have to pump it by your balls. But this is the part I like about it. Now, first of all, you better hope it doesn't go on the fritz, because then you're walking around with the huge robo cock, right? You can't get it to go down.
Just pitch a tent out of nowhere.
Yeah. You just,
Walking
you going on the
Walking through the
fritz,
grocery store.
and all of a sudden the door opener sets it off.
So she walked through the doors.
But this is my favorite part. If there was a couple, she could just take that remote. You didn't think about that,
It's
did
like the
you?
remote control panties. You got the remote control.
What if you
Remote
lose
car.
your remote and you can't go gadget schlong and make your RoboCock get hard, or say she steals it because she's pissed off at you, flushes it down the toilet or some shit, puts it in the garbage disposal. Clang, 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 clang. You son of a bitch! I'll teach you. Or honey, I'm going with my girlfriends on a weekend trip. You won't be needing this. You rush ordering one of them bitches on Amazon
Have it
Prime.
in reserve, yeah.
Right. Have one hidden she don't know about.
Drone delivery.
You need like an extra remote for your RoboCock. Because really, if you got one of them and you got a woman, she could just take your remote and you're screwed.
I bet you it comes with two.
Well, she could take both too. Really. Better hide one of them
It's
bitches
gotta
before
come with two remotes.
before she gets a hold of it. That'd be a good way of a woman making sure her man doesn't cheat on her. Just take his remote to his RoboCock. Can't do shit. He'd be trying to invent one and shit. Or calling up the company, I need one pronto. Like overnight this shit. But yeah, wives could get a hold of a remote. That's the first thing I thought of.
Try to get the cable remote to work. Tweak it.
She'd be pressing the button when you don't know it. While you're asleep.
I'm sure you can find on the Google how to tweak it.
You think so?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure.
You think there's a bypass button?
I'm sure.
I don't know. That's what they say. You gotta have a remote. They didn't say how much it's gonna cost you. But guys, beware. If you want to get you a RoboCock, you better make sure you stash that remote far away from your woman, or else she, you know what? She's in total control. Total control. If she gets a hold of your penis remote, there'd be no more go-go gadget schlong till she gets back, or she's not mad no more. Yeah. So
Though you're in trouble if you walk in and she's like,
she's got the remote.
hand it over.
Well, why would he need it if he was out anyways? Why should we send me leave it home? You need your remote for if you're not at home.
This is true.
All right then.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be standing there waiting. If she is, you're in real big trouble. She's like, hand over
Yeah,
the
go
remote.
get it out of the drawer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. Get it out of the drawer.
Yeah. Moved on.
Moving
remember-
on.
You remember a couple weeks ago we were talking about sex robots? And I think last week I recommended one to a listener because he wanted to get easy sex without trying or competition. And I told him he didn't deserve to have sex.
Too damn lazy.
If you're that freaking lazy, nobody should want to have sex with you. I'm sorry. But I recommended a sex robot, and they're in the news again.
As a trend.
No, just this is some weird sex news.
Oh.
Okay, but because they are trending, because they're getting so advanced. These sex robots are getting so advanced. I watched some videos of them. This shit's creepy. They blink their eyes and shit, like, and it makes them look like they swallow.
What?
Yeah, I'm not joking. They move their lips and yeah, and they blink their freaking eyes. You think the Disney ones are good? Ha ha ha. Yeah, these things are freaking freaky. Telling you, and they're making them so advanced that so lifelike. They say they're increasingly lifelike so much that they're becoming artificial intelligence. They're becoming AI. So they're programming them to think on their own, these sex robots, and have emotions. Like I said, they're what did it say? that they're something and falling in love with you. What did it say? Something like
They're falling in love with a robot.
Yeah, that's what it says in their ad. Like like the people that sell them. It says that they are like inclined to fall in love with you. I can't remember what the word was that they used, but they basically say that they give them emotions and stuff. So the person that they buys them or they program them, that they program them to fall in love with you. These robots. So they're becoming so lifelike and so advanced in the technology that they use. Like I said, they blink and swallow, and they have heartbeat, and they have heaters, so they're warm. Yeah. Okay?
What is wrong with the real person?
Well, it does anything you want it to. But they're saying that they're becoming so intelligent that they're beginning to be able to think on their own. And they're, they're learning. Like AI.
Sex robots.
Yeah. Yes.
Are learning.
Right. They're programming them. Their technology is so advanced that they are becoming artificial intelligence to where they're learning. And they actually are having feelings and stuff like a person. Yeah, they're becoming that lifelike. So, their problem with this is moral and legal issues are being created. That, you know how you can't legally have sex with children or animals or the elderly because they say that they're not able to give consent to this, right? So you can't.
Consent, or is just the fact that it's just not right?
No. The fact that
it's one of those things you just should not do.
No, the fact they're saying that the legal issue is going to be that they're going to be able to think on their own, and what if they refuse sex? When does it become rape? That they're not.
They made movies about this.
That they're not thinking of them since they're AIs, right? And they're learning and they're having emotions and stuff. That they're not thinking of these sex robots anymore as things, because you can legally have sex with things, but men are buying these, and they're owning them. This is something they own. It's their property. They buy it, just like you do your smartphone, right, or your computer. But this thing it actually is artificial intelligence. It is learning. It has emotions. It is prone to fall in love. So it has dependence on the person that pays $12,000 for one of these things. Yeah, $12,000. So
I don't understand why there is even. Well, I guess there's a market for everything.
Well,
there has to be.
There's plenty of people buying them.
I guess so.
And there's lots of companies out there making them.
Strange and just weird.
It's apparently for like these guys that don't want to put in any effort, and they just want a woman that does whatever the hell they say, and they get to pick them exactly how they want them, like what they look like, everything, right down to every detail. And these things, like I said, they're robots. They're blinking and swallowing and have heartbeats, and they're warm, and yeah, they have needs. Where if you fall in love with somebody, you know what I mean by needing that person. Like,
are they mobile? Do they walk, or do they move?
Oh, they move. Yeah. And when they lay on their sides, they even like their skin gets wrinkly and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. They are really lifelike. This video scared me that I looked at the videos. They were crazy.
It's bizarre.
Okay, but they say, it's legal to have sex with things. And technically, a sex doll, no matter how advanced it is still a piece of property. It's still a thing. So, but, like it's not like your average digital dildo. You know what I mean? This thing is thinking and having emotions and stuff. So, are they really consenting to what they're doing to them?
It's a computer.
Well, they say that they're self-aware and they can't be categorized as things.
But it's not alive.
I know, but
it is a thing. It's a thing.
Right.
Like that speaker's a thing. Like that phone is a thing. It's
right, but they're giving
an inanimate object. It's not alive.
Right, but they're giving it a functioning brain, basically. So they're saying that these sex dolls are making these moral and legal issues. Okay, because it's morally wrong to have sex with a freaking animal. right? Just like I think it's morally wrong to have sex with a freaking sex doll.
So people that have them are being prosecuted somehow.
No, but they're trying to find out a way of doing it. The Foundation for Responsible Robotics are trying to make it so these things aren't being made. Foundation for Responsible Robotics. They want companies to be liable if the robot goes RBBC. If the robot goes bitch be crazy.
Robot bitch be crazy.
Yeah, because they could. Like, say their emotions get to the state to where they get angry because they don't like the way they're being treated. And they go nutty on their owner. And then they said that if they go ahead and give them legal rights to, like, say that, you know, they have to give their consent to have sex and shit, are they going to be able to legally marry them? Can they claim them as dependents? I mean, where is it going to stop, basically? Could they get in trouble for neglect or damage?
This is Terminator shit.
Right.
1983, they talked
Exactly.
about this.
If they're not taking care
30
of...
years ago.
Yeah.
And it's happening.
But, I mean, if they're giving them those kind of rights...
Freaking sex dolls.
Yeah. But, I mean, if they're giving them those other rights, where is it going to stop? I was sitting there thinking, what if they get in trouble for, like, neglect or damage to it? Like you would a kid or an animal. Like, say they're not charging the batteries correctly, or they're not keeping them maintained, or they're not cleaning them properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they can get in trouble for raping them, couldn't they get in trouble for neglecting their sex doll? Like, is they...
If the sex doll doesn't consent.
Right.
Isn't that what it's for?
Right.
That's its sole purpose.
Oh, apparently, but they're making them so advanced that they're learning and thinking and having emotions. So they want these companies to be liable if one of these robots go bitch ass nutty on their owner and freaking kill him or something. I'm gonna turn into robot crazy.
Could happen.
Robot bitch crazy. Yeah. Robot bitch crazy. Sex robot bitch crazy. Then they have to be liable if one of these robots go nutty on their owner. These sex robots. Because, they can program them to do whatever you want them to, right? Mark. They can program them. Hang on. Mark, again. Okay. They can program them to fall in love with you and have sex with you. But then what happens with once they fall in love with you if they don't like the way they're being treated or something? You know what I mean?
You have to reboot them.
Yeah, they go crazy.
Reboot.
What kind of... They want these companies to be liable.
Do they have a reset button?
I don't know.
Like a little red button on the back of your cable box?
I'm assuming that they have to have some sort of battery, though.
Some. It's got to keep it moving, keep it
right.
warm. It's got to have some type of...
So I guess if it starts going nutty like that, you can just let its battery run dead. Right?
Throw it in the bathtub, short it out.
Oh, yeah.
It's not murder, it's a computer.
Exactly. Because they don't have rights yet.
That's awful.
But once they get rights,
Just awful.
they could prosecute their owners for rape. I didn't want to give them a blowy. But you're a sex doll. But I have feelings
it's
too.
It's in the title.
Right?
It's in the name.
Well, no. That's what they call them. But I think one name of the company is Harmony. Harmony Sex Dolls. Yeah. And they have the men sex dolls too. With they have their own Robococks.
If they go apeshit, it's not very harmonious.
Right?
So,
But I don't know if they're doing that with the men sex robots. Because they're not sex dolls. They're sex robots. Like I said, these creepy things blink. And they make them look like they swallow and shit. That's creepy. Heartbeat and all.
They blink.
Warm. Yeah.
Wow.
They blink. And their mouth moves and smirk.
Wow.
And they kiss and everything. They talk. They tell them how they love it. They love them. They love how their penis feels. Or whatever they want them to say. Really, they could program to say whatever they want them to say.
It's computer.
Yes, Daddy. Yes. Yeah, Daddy. Some of them like that shit. And they could even have them look like a little Bratz doll, like a very porned out Bratz doll. Yeah. Creepy.
Like an anime character?
Yeah, whatever they want. It could be whatever ethnicity they want. They can have the biggest boobs they want, the smallest boobs they want, the size nipples they want, what the hoo-ha. They pick what the hoo-ha looks like. And they even have ones that are like designed after certain people. So you can have your own, say you have a crush on, I don't know, name a chick. What's the lady on Modern Family? She's hot. Sofia what is it?
Vergara.
Vergara, the furniture lady. Sofia Vergara. Say you got the hots for her. You can have your sex doll made to look like Sophia.
Can you though?
Yeah. They get as close to it.
You can have it. Doesn't she own her likeness?
I don't know. Maybe they can make it a little different. Because they're not going to know what her hoo-ha looks like. Sofia Vergara hoo-ha.
Could you imagine being her and seeing that thing?
Well, they could say, I want her to look like her. And, you know, they're not going to, if the company doesn't name the doll that, the robot, the Sofia Vergara collection, I don't think they could get in any trouble. I don't. Like, if it resembles her.
Well, that means somebody could make a Dee Dee.
Oh, stop. Don't even say that.
It could happen.
Nobody wants a Dee Dee doll or Dee Dee robot. She'd be a smart ass. And she'd be the one that'd be like, you ain't getting any. You gonna service me first. Top of the Dee Dee sex robot, bitch. Anyways, that's it for weird sex trends and news. When we come back, we are gonna start talking about threesomes. America's #1 fantasy. You're listening to The Sweet Spot.
Hi, this is Julie Michael.
All right. That was the wrong song. What the hell was that?
I had it on goodies and hit play, and I had turned it up.
Huh.
I don't know what the hell that
You know
was.
what? Go back. I'm going to go back and record over that shit.
What?
What that song. Because I can go back and record over that.
Should have been enough of a gap.
Huh?
Should have been enough of a gap.
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah.
After you
Between the
stopped talking,
silence, yeah. Son of a bitch. Okay, you know what? We'll just go back. I'll just go back over it later. Make sure you got the right song queued. Technical difficulties. So when we come back from break.
Thank you, Spotify.
Yeah, I know. Forget it. Yeah, what song are you gonna come back with? Goodies? What? Yeah, that's what you're supposed to come back with. Look at the paper, because I forgot for threesomes.
Yep.
Goodies. Come back with goodies. Okay. My goodies, not my goodies. Okay.
That's what we use.
What?
I was thinking the other goodies, but all right.
I might need to get my headphones because these little things are annoying the shit out of me. Yeah, will you go get it for me, real quick? All right, we're on break, real quick. And I'm gonna switch out my headphones because I don't like my Beats. Vacation, sex with me. I thought that's what it was gonna be. But no. It wasn't. Okay. You got my bows?
Got 'em.
Need my bows. Can always record a video and then upload it when it lets me. You know what I mean? Since this is only gonna save for 30 minutes. Yeah. And there's what? Well, people hopping on and off. So.
I can't see it really good.
Sex with me. Alright, I had to get my headphones, people. I blinged out bows. I bling them bitches.
We got a little delay.
Do what?
There's a little delay.
What?
There's a delay.
Oh yeah, I know. There's always a delay. All right, you got the right song cued.
I got
please.
Gaze queued.
Huh?
Want me to test it real quick?
Yeah. Okay. Put it back. I'm gonna count it down. Want to hit it?
Yeah, please.
All right. Next, we're talking about threesomes. They say sometimes three's company, but some people dig that. Some people dig that shit. So, I myself am a stingy bitch. Can't do it. Can't do threesomes. Can't do it because I'm a stingy bitch. Okay. Actually, I better leave one off so I can hear you. All right. I have to put it on my head. It's making my ears stick out. Okay.
How long are we going for?
Do what?
How long are we going for?
For another 30 minutes. Oh, you go to the bathroom? Okay. He's going to go to the bathroom. So, and he ought to do that now because we're going for 30 minutes. That's our next break, 30 minutes. But we're going to be talking about threesomes. Everything threesomes. I think I should share again. I think I should. Share. Share. Facebook. Let me say something. The sweet spot. Wait, that's supposed to be capital. Live. And then you put my lollipop. Post it. Here we go. Posted. I'll get by you, Facebook. They restricted me from putting videos up because it's got music on it. It's got music on it for what, 10 seconds? 10 freaking seconds? Really? 10 seconds? Facebook? Really? Like I'm not trying to steal anybody's shit. And where it gets broadcasted, they have a license. Yes, they do. They have a license to broadcast the shit. So, I'm going to bypass it on YouTube.
What happened?
I said I'm sharing it on Facebook because it blocked me. I shared it on Facebook again. Yeah, Facebook won't let me post, do a live video. Says that they disabled it. So I'm doing it on YouTube.
What the fuck?
Because it had music in it. That was show last night. Yep, and that's a bullshit. So I'm doing it on YouTube live.
Every night.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they're doing that now. And then when I try to do it off of the Sweet Spot page, it says I don't have the internet again. Ha ha ha.
They're fucking with your shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big
They
time.
are.
So I'm doing it live on YouTube and I'm sharing it over on Facebook.
And apparently you can do whatever you want with a YouTube video.
Uh-huh. But they'll only save 15 minutes. Like once it's over, you can go live for as long as you want, but once it's over, it'll only save 15 minutes of it. And I don't even know if it'll let me save it on my phone. I'm gonna find out though.
I'm gonna put this on your dresser.
Okay. All right. You ready?
One more time.
One more time. One more time. We're about to talk about threesomes.
God, I'm not sitting there this time.
Threesomes, and neither one of us have experience.
I've never had one, so.
Neither one of us have experience in it. I haven't. Have you? No, he hasn't either. I'm too much of a stingy bitch, like I said. All right, you got goodies ready?
Yep, ready to
My
go.
goodies. My goodies. I like that song.
Did
Okay.
you do a routine of that?
Yeah,
I thought so. That's the one.
I think so. Did I?
I think so.
I think I taught to that song, Goodies.
Yeah, I think you did.
Goodies. Okay. My drinkie's almost gone. Well, go get one. Hurry up. Hurry up. Chop, chop. Go get
Yeah,
it.
fill that.
No, there's nothing to fill it with. Chop, chop.
I don't need anything. I'm good.
No, you sure?
Yeah.
Go get a Coke
Yeah.
or something.
No, I got-
Are you? Your mouth is nice and wet because you're going to talk for 30 minutes.
I got something. No.
I got my Yeti that I blinged. Yeti. Gotta bling everything. I'm a blinging bitch. I got my Swarovski crystal pin. But I blinged the top. It already had crystals in it, but I blinged the top. Okay. I'm girly like that.
Probably you haven't blinged your sperm over there.
No, Spermie's not getting blinged. I'm blinging my Sweet Spot shirt right now. Remember I did the lollipop? I'm
Uh-huh.
going to do the candy.
Oh, yeah?
And then I'm putting some on the lips. Blinging the lips.
Do the whole thing.
No, because that's so many freaking... I want to do a pair of my tennis shoes, though. Like those Asics. I want to do the stripes on the Asics. I've seen Nikes done like that, and I like
The
those.
thing will stick.
Yeah, because they're the heated back ones.
Oh.
It's material. It's that breathable shoes, like a sock.
Yeah.
You don't have to wear socks with it.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, back to threesomes. Who cares about my tennis shoes that I'm gonna bling? Nobody gives a shit about that.
Sure they do.
All right. Alrighty, hang on, one more. Okay. Tres, dos, uno.
I got a sick reputation for handling brawlers. All I need is me a few seconds and more, and it's a wrap. Tell the lady bring my lap, and I ain't coming back, so you can put a car out there. I'm the truth, and I ain't got nothing to prove. And you can ask anybody, cause they seen me do it. Barricades, I run right through them, used to them. Throw all the dirt you want, no use. Still won't have a pen up in a fabulous room. Bone her back, kicking out a basket of fruit. Love you, yeah, Freaky P, love you too. You know how I do it.
Hey, welcome back to the Sweet Spot. We are talking threesomes. Threesomes. Tracesomes. 3 people getting it on. For summer, I guess, right now. Whatever they want to get it on for. Threesomes. I myself have never had a threesome.
I have never had one either.
No?
No.
No. So I had to do a lot of research. I had to do a lot of threesome research. Yeah, I did. Find out all about it. Wanted to find out all about it. Not like firsthand, but by reading. Watching videos.
I was about to say.
What? Watching videos?
No.
Oh, doing it?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, I don't want to go out and experience because I'm a stingy bitch. I, myself, don't think I need help in that department. And I think more than one penis around me is just too much. Like I can handle one. That's good enough.
Yeah.
What you think?
I don't think I want to share the pizza girl.
Oh.
I do
no?
not. No.
What if it was somebody else?
No.
No, you don't think so?
I don't, that wouldn't end well, I don't think.
Well, statistically, I guess it doesn't. But, I mean, I guess it depends on if you know what you're getting into, how often of a thing it is. I don't know, I guess there's a bunch of factors that could go into that. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe so. Hang on. Mark.
The whining.
Yeah, gotta get rid of the wine. Okay, I think we're good.
Alright.
But yeah, they say that, you know, whether it's for couples who want to spice things up, or maybe a third that decides they want to, you know, be the third with a couple. Because you always got to have that person. You always have the person that wants to do it, right? With the couple.
Right.
So, but whether, you know, it's female, female, male threesome, or male, male, female, MMF, or FFM, here's what you need to know. I'm going to tell you all about it. Because I did my damn research. They say that, you know, most of the time it's for couples that do it, want to spice things up. They just want to spice things up in their relationship. Or one of them is bi or bi-curious. And so they want to try it out, I guess, within the same sex, but they want to have their partner there.
For what?
I don't know.
Security?
I don't know. They didn't get into that, and I don't know because I don't want to. I've never wanted to. So, but they say that's sometimes that's the reason. Or you just want to be greedy. I say, just want to be greedy.
Greedy?
Yeah. You want more than one
Yeah.
woman or man. You just want to be greedy. I want more than one. I want more. Like my dad used to say, greedy. Greedy little ass. You want more than one person. One's not enough. Gotta be greedy. Yeah. That's what they said. But, there was an American sex survey on ABC News, and they say that 14% of U.S. citizens have had a threesome already, and 21% fantasize about it. And that is actually the number one fantasy in America. Americans fantasize about threesomes more than any other thing.
I would almost think that number would be higher.
Well, there's the people
than
that
21
admitted it.
than 20 well, yeah.
Yeah.
That would come out and admit it, but I would think
And
the
this-
number would be a lot higher than that.
Well, this is also a few years ago.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't find an up-to-date survey on this. This was like back in 2004, so this was a while ago.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, people weren't admitting it back then.
Yeah.
Now,
I think things have lightened up a lot
Yeah.
since 2004.
I think they'd be much more inclined to admit
Yeah.
that, not only have they done one, but that they fantasized about it. Because only 21% admitted to fantasizing. But they say that it was even the highest number of anything that people fantasize about. 21%. Yeah. Why? They say why. So many people do it. They say that it's better than cheating.
Yeah. It's out in the open. Definitely.
better than cheating.
It is definitely out in the open.
I mean, if people are into that and they want to do that, or say one of them is bi-curious, like I was saying, and they don't want to cheat, but they do want to try it, and they're happy with their partner, but they want to try the opposite sex a little bit, maybe. That doesn't mean they want to do it again or anything like that.
You want
you
to
know.
try the opposite or the same?
Or the same, I'm sorry.
Right.
The same. Or, well, yeah, I guess because that wouldn't matter if they want two dudes or if it's a guy that wants two chicks. That's got nothing to do with it. So if they're bi-curious or they're bi-curious, that's one way of doing it without cheating, I guess. And a lot of guys' opinion is if their woman is with another woman, it's not technically cheating. They don't think it's cheating.
There's no competition. There's no...
Well, you know what? I had this argument with somebody. And they said that they would be fine with their woman being with another woman, even if they weren't there, because they didn't feel threatened by it.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, why is that? They said, well, because they have a vagina. No, they don't have a penis. They have a vagina. They have tits. Let's just say it that way. And so
It's the same thing.
right, they don't feel
Right.
threatened by it. I said, okay, well, what if the other chick that your chick is with looks as much of a like a dude that he does? Oh, no. Then that wouldn't be okay. So it's okay as long as the chick is hot.
Well, that ties in with the fantasy.
Exactly.
21% of the people are having.
Exactly. So, but he said it's okay even if he's not there. And I said, okay. I said, well, what's the difference then? It's still a chick. She has a vagina. She's got tits. She doesn't have a penis. It's still a chick. Oh, well, because she looks like a dude. Well, what's that matter? You shouldn't be threatened by it. Should be okay. That's what I say.
It's just not as pretty.
Well, that's got nothing to do with
I
him.
know that.
Absolutely nothing to do with him. So, why would it be okay if it was a hot chick, but not, say, a butchy girl?
It's the same.
Same damn thing.
Same
But he
damn
wasn't okay with that. Because he ain't fantasizing about his chick with some other butch girl. He's fantasizing about her with some hot chick. So as soon as I said that the chick
Porno
looks like a
fantasy.
guy, huh?
The porno fantasy.
Right. As soon as I said, well, what if the chick looks like a guy? Then it's not okay. It's not okay for his woman to be with another woman. Think about that one.
Bit of a double standard.
Very. But they say that 35 to 50% of people who have cheated, they say that they were happy in their marriage at the time they cheated.
Then what was there?
That it was all about sex, or just about wanting to be with a different person. And that they say do it together instead. We'll take care of that problem.
Sharing is caring.
Share, and then you're not cheating. But yeah, they say that people, 35 to 50% of people who cheated in their marriage say that they were happy at the time that they cheated. They just wanted to be with somebody else. So, they say, you know what? It's better than cheating. Have a threesome. I say, you know what? If you want to be with somebody else. Because I don't separate sex and love, I guess. That's my problem. Right?
You kind of at least have to like them. You know?
Yeah. I can't do that. So,
Can't really do the random. No.
but they say, you know what, do it together instead. But they say that if you're with somebody and you think that you're a strong enough couple and you want to bring this up to your partner, like, you know, involving a third or having a threesome, don't just come out and ask. Don't just go, hey, honey, can we have a threesome? Can we bring another chick in? Or if you're a chick, just don't go, hey, honey, can we bring another dude in up in here? Can we bring another dick up in here?
Yeah, be subtle.
Yes. They say bring it up in like fantasies. Like when you are sexting with your partner, okay? Or ease it into the conversation. Discuss, like, say you're sexting or you're talking, you're dirty talking. Say something like, what would you do if there was another person here? Like who'd you want? A man, woman?
Think that'll work.
Start talking like that. They say make sure, you know, once they're okay with it, make sure the third is totally consensual with everything. So, once the couple says okay, and they decide what kind of third they want, you have to make sure that third is okay with everything. Once the couple's okay with everything, once they discuss everything they're all right with, that you better make sure the third is consensual about what your expectations are. They say that a stranger is better. That friends, it usually gets messy.
I can see that.
That if you're gonna have a threesome, don't do it with a buddy. Get you a stranger. And that couples can go out to nightclubs. They can go to websites, but just make sure that stranger is clean. To put it bluntly, and not nasty.
Yeah.
That's what they said. Like look into
But
them.
you wouldn't
know what I mean?
really know until it got down to that time, I guess.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you plan ahead, if you find one like that,
This
if
is
it's
gonna
not
take-
like a spontaneous
This is going to take
thing.
some work.
Like, yeah, I mean, if it's... Well, now, I can see that happen if they go to a club. Like, if they go to a nightclub and they
Right.
meet a third, and they do it that night. But if, like, they go online, and they find somebody online, just a random third online, they can kind of get to know them a little bit first. But they say also, make sure it stays a threesome. Always. Make sure it stays a threesome. Because, and then also, don't make the third feel awkward. Like the couple don't make the third feel awkward. Like say the couple's really getting into it, just them two, and they're kind of left out. Keep it a threesome and make sure you don't make the third feel awkward. And then also, beware that bad things can happen if you decide to do this. There are certain repercussions that could come about that if you decide to do this. They say that jealousy, it could lead to jealousy, obviously. You were paying more attention to him or her than you were me, and blah, 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 you know.
This would be a complete game changer in your relationship.
It would,
I think.
period.
Would, because you're bringing in somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
and sorry.
Don't apologize. Yeah, you're bringing in somebody else. It could definitely bring in jealousy.
Yes.
It could lead to a breakup.
Yeah.
But they say also that when that happens, that it could make you have less respect for the other person. Because you see them in a different light.
Yeah.
A whole nother light now. And lose respect for them because they were with somebody else. Makes you not as special, I guess, as they're saying. That could be a big thing, I think. And that could lead to the jealousy and the breakup, for sure. You know what I mean? You have less respect for that person because they were with somebody else besides you? Or they allowed you to do that?
I guess to put yourself in that situation, you have to be with somebody you're prepared to lose.
Exactly. That's what I think. Or somebody that you don't care about losing. But that's how we feel. Apparently, there's a lot more people that don't feel that way.
Are people that are cool with it?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Hey.
21%, I say, is a pretty big amount.
Have at it, man. I'll still be your friend. That don't mean I want to do it.
Right?
Yeah.
To each his own. Let your freak flag fly. Let it fly high. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, animals or children, I say go for it.
There you go.
You know, to each their own.
None of my business.
Keep it that way. We thank you for it. You know, to each his own. That's what I say. But, I mean, if you want to try it out or you're bi-curious and you want to do it with your partner, you decide you want to ease it into the conversation, you know, that's some ways to do it. Now, let's go over some rules to an awesome threesome. Now, here's what you do if you decide you want to have one. There's some rules that you must follow.
Everything worked out.
Once you have everything worked out, these are the common rules to an awesome threesome. Okay, let me tell you about it. They also say that it's gotten so common on these websites that I say that people can go to and find out about threesomes and find a third or find a couple to have a threesome with. If you want to be a third, say that the third's bi-curious. And they don't want to just be with the same sex, they want to be with a couple. They can go on here, but it's gotten so common that OkCupid asks it in their questionnaire. Like they actually ask it in the questionnaire that you got to fill out when you go on their website looking for a date. If you would be okay with threesome, or if you've ever been interested in one, or if you've had one, I guess. They ask you. Yeah. But they say if you decide to do it, make sure everyone has fun and follow these simple rules right here, okay? If you're the third, these rules aren't so much for you, okay? Just do your best to find what you're looking for in a couple. And, you know, make sure that you're okay with everything they want to be involved with. They want to go on during this threesome. Yeah, okay? Just, these are some rules. For the couples, like I said, you know, thirds, you pretty much don't have that many rules, I'm going to assume. I don't know. I've never been one. I'm not a unicorn, as they say. Actually, I am an effing unicorn, but I'm not a unicorn in that way. I'm not the threesome unicorn. Okay. All right. They say, fantasize first. If you're the couple that's doing it, yeah, consent, consent, consent. If you're the couple that's doing it, fantasize about it first. Do a little fantasizing first. like we were talking about earlier, next time you're talking dirty and you're doing your sexting, ask what they would do to the person, or what they would want that person to do to them, or what they would want that person to do to you. All together, ask and kind of bring it about that way. You know what I mean?
I think when you get to that level, you're making it kind of obvious what you're shooting for there.
Well, no, I mean, this is like getting into detail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Subtlety's kind of gone out the window when you start asking about that.
Well, they also say a good thing to do is after you have this fantasizing and you talk about the whole thing, afterwards, ask them how it made them feel. Were there any emotions that were brought up even fantasizing about it? Like, it didn't make them feel uncomfortable at all? Did it, fantasizing about their partner being with somebody else, make them jealous at all? Like, what were the emotions that were brought up? Was it hotter than usual? Was the sexting hotter than usual? Did it make them, did it make it more exciting? Just that type of stuff.
Ready to go.
Yeah, because they say that sometimes the fantasy could be enough. Like, just fantasizing about it and saying, I like this and I like that, but I really don't know if I'd be comfortable with doing it for real. You know what I mean? And sometimes the fantasy can be enough. But definitely set limits. Have to set limits. Like somebody said earlier, consent. But set limits. Even get into detail like, can the third make you Can the third make you orgasm? Are they okay with you climaxing from the third person? Or do they want to be the one to make you have an orgasm? Are they okay with that?
You're definitely getting into specifics.
Yeah, because even that could make somebody jealous.
Yeah.
They could say, you know what, I'm good with us doing this and doing that and everything, but when it comes to you coming, let's say for a guy, I don't want you doing it on her. I don't want her to be the one to make you do it. I do it. There are certain acts off limits. There's certain things she's allowed to do, not allowed to do. Is kissing allowed? Kissing not allowed? Because kissing could be a big thing. Yeah, penetration. Oh, are they going to be wearing condoms?
I would hope.
Is oral allowed? Like I said, kissing allowed? You got to go over all that stuff and set limits. And then once you're doing it, like in the act, don't change the rules. Ever. Like, don't even ask. Is this okay?
Idea.
Never. You just better stick to them frickin' rules. Don't get tempted in the middle. Because that could mean game over right there.
Right.
Okay? Seriously. Don't change the rules. Once they're set, no rule changing. Before, during, if you want to discuss something after, that's different. Don't go changing no freaking rules. Okay? Wrong thing to do. And they say never choose a friend, like we were talking about earlier. Just don't do it. Never. Never a good idea. It says, just don't do it. It's going to make it messy. You're never going to hang out with that person again after that.
Never look at them the same.
Right.
Ever look at them the same.
Mm-hmm. And if you do, you won't look at them the same. Exactly. If you hang out with them again, just socially. It will always be different. Don't do it with a friend. Always get somebody else. Always. They say that it won't be hard to find another guy. Like if it's a...
You think?
They say that it wouldn't be hard to find another guy. But that it's going to be hard to find a unicorn. In other words, a single female that's okay with it. You're going to have a lot easier time finding a dude that would say, oh, sure, let's do that. But swingers clubs and online, they say it's a good place to try to find a third. For, if you're looking for a woman. But apparently it's not too hard to find another dude to be involved in a threesome. Whether it's, with another dude. They have to be with another dude. I don't know. But most of the time, I guess they're okay with it.
Wouldn't do it. That's just me, though.
Yeah. Like I said, I've never experienced it. I don't think I want to. Actually, I'm sure I don't. Because I'm a stingy bitch.
I think Do a lot of people do that by a certain age?
I don't know. They didn't say anything about that. And actually, no, they said that these could be couples that have been together for a long time, and they want to spice things up, or they've been together for a long time, and one of them decides that, you know what, I might be a little curious. I still love you. I still want to be with you. I don't want to go and have a relationship with the same sex. I just want to try it out sexually, see if I like it or not. I don't know. That's what they say. But they say keep everyone informed. Make sure the third is totally clear on the rules and the expectations. Just like you and your partner are totally clear that that third needs to be totally clear on the rules and expectations. And then also what they want and they expect. That it's only for amazing sex, nothing else. And nobody can be selfish. Like we were saying earlier. Don't leave anybody out. You know?
Right.
Keep everyone busy. Here's another rule. Keep everyone busy at all times. Always keep threesome, contact. Unless agreed by them because somebody is a watcher, let's say. Let's say the dude, hypothetically, is a watcher and he wants to watch the two chicks together. Or his wife with another man. Apparently that's popular. I don't know why that is. But yeah. So if everybody agrees on it, because they're not left out, it's something they want to do. Like they just want to sit back and watch. So as long as that's okay with everybody, then that's fine, they say. But otherwise, keep it a threesome. Try to keep threesome contact at all times. And make sure everybody stays busy. Final rule, no sleepovers. No matter what, no sleepovers. When it's done, bye-bye third. Third's got to go.
Say goodnight.
Say goodnight. I mean, be nice about it, okay? Don't be like, get your ass out. We're done with you. Bye.
Later.
Yeah. No. Be nice about it, but no sleepovers. Even if you decide to meet up at a hotel because you don't want it at your home and you don't want this person to know where you live, which might be a good idea. They still can't stay at the hotel, or they can stay at the hotel and the couple leaves. But no sleepovers with the third. No cuddling with the third.
Have to part ways.
Yeah. No three spoonings. No tray spoonings. It's not a good idea.
Tray spoons?
Yeah, no tray spoons. No sleepovers. They got to go. Either the couple's got to go or the third's got to go, because then that makes it intimate. Sleeping over and cuddling after sex and stuff. Keep it to strictly amazing sex, because that's your goal. And that it's about the couple. Not about the third. It's about the couple. It's about their experience and them wanting to bring another person in. The third's just there to have a good time and go on about their ways. They don't have to be involved with anything, because they don't want any of that involved. They don't want any emotions involved or any of that. It's just sex. So bye-bye, third. Or, like I said, the couple can leave and the third can stay. Whatever, but no sleepovers. That's it. Those are your rules. Now, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about sex positions. MMF and FFM. Female, female, male. Male, male, female. You're listening to The Sweet Spot.
I don't know if you could take it. No, you wanna see me naked, naked, naked. I wanna be a bigger, bigger baby. Spinning in his red just like he came from Maytag. Rocket with it on the ground. When I get like this, I can't be around. I'm too little to dim down a notch. 'Cause I can make some things that I'm gon' do. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
Why'd you do that? I said we got to get to 60.
I thought you said 10 seconds.
No. I said 60.
Oh.
We got to get to 60. An hour.
So let it play that.
I was trying to get... Yeah, I was telling you we need to know. Don't do it now. I was telling you we need to get to 60. So when we come back in, I'm gonna have you play it for a little bit longer, probably about 30 more seconds.
Okay.
Okay, before I start talking. Trying to get to 60 minutes on here.
Sorry, I'm a rookie. I'm struggling.
And yes, I'm teaching him how to produce. I'm teaching him production. So, and he's running the music for me now. I'm still running the software and the soundboard, really. But yeah, I am. But he's running my music, so we got to start with baby steps. Baby steps. And then I'll teach you the editing and shit. And then I won't have to do all that myself.
There you go. Put me to work.
Yeah. I'm going to make you assistant producer. There it is. You're assistant producer.
That sounds important.
Doesn't it sound important?
Don't it?
Assistant
Yeah.
to the producer, which is me. You're my assistant.
Assistant.
Assistant. Okay. Need a break? Need a drink? Need pee? Need anything?
Definitely need a drink.
Okay, go get a drink. When we come back, we're going to talk about threesome sex positions for male, male, female, and female, female, male. And we'll go over the male, male, female first, because I know you guys don't want to hear about that anyways. So I'm going to make you suffer through it first to get to the good stuff. Then we're going to do some sugar-free live. Oh, wait. I already have a half hour, right? So I got an hour and a half now. I only need one more half hour. Okay, yeah, this will take me into sugar-free live. If it doesn't, then I won't do sugar-free live, but I think it'll take me into it. Wait a minute, where is sugar-free live? Damn it. Why do I have...
What's the matter?
I think I'm missing papers. Is there a 12? I thought I had 12. Right, no, that's the music. Let me see. Oh, it was on the yellow page, wasn't it? Yes, that's why. I missed it. Yeah, I'm not using it. It's on the yellow page. The rest of the questions for Sugar-Free Live. It's where I have a bunch of questions I'm going to answer. Some of them are from dipshits and stupid. And some of them are really legit questions. But I like to do some stupid, just idiotic freaking questions because it's funny. And then I do other legit ones. But sex positions is next. Ready? I'm being all slurpy with it.
Alright,
Did you open your drink?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't want to...
Down the hallway, coming back into wild thoughts.
What's after that? What are we leaving with?
Pony.
Pony, that's right. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bend over and do you, baby. I'll be on your jockey team. You know what? Let me share. Let me share again. Facebook.
Was it only sharing? You said it was sharing for 10 seconds?
No, it's just, I'm sharing it to Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah, the video. So they can get on here and watch. Because all my fans have to watch me on here. I usually do this on Facebook Live, but Facebook Live restricted me. Because that's playing music. Fuckers. Fuckers. So I'm doing it on YouTube and I'm getting around them. And I'm sharing it over onto Facebook. Fuckers. Okay? Strict me. I'll get around your ass one way or another. I've shared it like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I have. I should have brought my lip gloss out. My lips are dry.
Where is it? I'll get it. Where is it? I'll get it.
It's in my purse. In the little small pocket where it always is.
Oh, holy shit.
What?
The black
What, did
hole.
you think it was good? No, it's in the small pocket on the side with a little zipper. That's not the black hole. Stuff doesn't get lost in there. Okay? Whining. He didn't have to go get my lip gloss though. He volunteered for that. Volunteered for that shit. Yes, he did. So we're talking threesomes for you new people, my new viewers. We're talking threesomes. Trasomes. 2 chicks and 1 guy, 2 guys and 1 chick. We're talking all about it. And we're about to go over some fun positions for you. Some freaky positions. Make sure everybody's having fun. Let Make sure everybody's involved and having fun. Oh, you got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does this need any juice?
Why I'm
He
here.
needs to make another trip.
That is why I'm here.
He needs to make another trip to the bedroom and get the e-cig juice for me. Gotta have my neck out. Have my nicotine. Okay, so like I said, we're talking about threesomes. Talking about either 4 holes.
What? What?
There are 4 holes in play.
4 holes?
Well, 5 technically, because dude has one. So 5 holes. We're talking about 5 holes in play that are available. Well, and then if you count their mouths, there's some more holes. Those are holes too, I guess. Many orifices to choose from. It's a lot of orifices. Just say, it's a lot of holes. When you're involved in a threesome with 2 females and 1 dude, that's a lot of holes. And if it's a lesbian threesome, holy hell. Holy hell. You got lots of holes all over the place. Threesome, lesbian threesome, that's a whole lot of holes. Like I said, holy hell. Okay. But we're not going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about that when I have my friend on, who is the lesbian, friend Whitney. And she says that she's been with about 100 chicks, at least 100 chicks. They're all different kinds and sorts. Okay. Let me hit that though before we go back, because you can hear it on here. This thing is very sensitive. The mic picks it up. You can't see my mic because it's over there, but it's bling too. Just like the headphones. Shit's bling.
Everything sparkles.
It's all sparkly. Gotta sparkle. I'm a girl. Okay, gotta sparkle. Girls are sparkly. But not the vag glitter. Stay away from the vag glitter, ladies. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. Your vagina is magical enough.
That's not a good look.
It's not. It's not a good look because it would come like oozing out. It wouldn't be like a poof, like fairy dust or some shit. I can imagine it would come out clumpy. All right, let me get hit and we'll come back. We'll count it down. We're coming back with what? Wild thoughts again. Okay, now remember, let it play past an hour. Okay, if you need to watch the time right here, because I gotta have enough. Content recording. I gotta have 2 hours content. And I guess we braked a little early. I should have waited before I had you start the song, but I was gonna talk a little bit more. It usually takes you a second when I say we're gonna go to break. So you're doing good. I'm not bitching, but you over-talked me a little bit.
What?
I've been telling you to talk more, which I appreciate it, but you over-talked me a couple times, and that's not gonna sound good on there. So just make sure I'm done talking.
Right.
And I will shut up when you start talking more,
I
okay?
was struggling with that topic though, because just from inexperience.
Well, we're talking about some positions now. I'm about to tell you some. Talking threesome positions.
Gonna learn to.
Gonna learn today. Gonna learn about threesomes today. A lot of dick today. Like 2 at least. Double dicking. Is that what you call it?
Double dicking.
Double dicking. Just tip to tip. Tip to tip.
Corn cob.
Okay, let's get into this. I'm gonna count it down.
Can I hit that one down?
I'm gonna do it before I start recording. Because it is loud. It does that. It makes that noise.
Thank you.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
It's getting late too.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Son of a bitch, hang on. I gotta whine again, hang on. Alright, go. How to whine.
I don't know if you could take it. No, you wanna see me naked. I wanna be a baby. Spinning in his red just like he came from Maytag. Rocket with it on the ground like when I get like this, I can't be rude. I'm too little to dim down the night. Cause I can think some things that I'm gon' do. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow,
Hey, hey, welcome back to the Sweet Spot. I'm your host, Dee Dee, and I'm here tonight with the Pizza Dude.
How's it?
Joining me, having a good time, talking about threesomes. Too bad neither one of us are experienced in it. We are virgins when it comes to threesomes.
Threesome virgins.
Threesome virgins. Yeah,
Yeah.
we both are. So we're learning all about it. And if you're a threesome virgin and you want to hear all about it, come on. Or if you've been involved in a threesome, please comment. Let us know all about it. It'll pop up and I'll be able to read it. Involve yourself. Get involved. It's the people on Facebook Live usually do. Get involved and I'll answer you. And I'll talk to you about your comment. If you know anything about threesomes, feel free. Let me know. We'll talk about it. If you dare. Now, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. Because somebody you know might see it or something. But, usually people that are involved in threesomes are pretty open.
We have some comments on the YouTube.
Oh, we do?
Yes, we do.
Let's hear. Because I can't see them on there for some reason.
Well, one person says, "How to stop coming so fast?" Question mark.
They want
So
to
I'm
know.
assuming that was a question. To know how to stop coming so fast.
It's a guy
It's a guy. I'm assuming.
who wants to know how to stop
I
coming
can't
so fast.
see. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Actually, I think we're going to talk about that on next week's show. We're going to talk about premature ejaculation and what you can do about that. And I'm also going to talk about women that need to maybe tighten it up a little bit. Get it tight. Make it tight. What you can do to do that. Besides some exercises. Some things you can use. Any other questions?
No.
No?
Lavana N says we're talking about threesomes,
Yeah, we're talking about threesomes.
and she made a comment about your loci.
What did she say?
What organization was it for?
It was for breast cancer. And they had a dark pink one and they had a light pink one. And I have the light pink one. That was the first year they did it. And the second year they did them where they're not clear. They're solid color, dark pink. But it's for breast cancer. I always buy anything that has anything to do with breast cancer research, or I buy it. I think it gives me good luck.
It's a good cause.
Yes, it is good cause. And I think, good karma. Anything, good karma. I definitely never want to lose my tatas.
Protect the girls.
Yeah, you got to protect the girls. Save the tatas, ladies. Yeah, breast cancer.
Save a life, grope your wife.
Exactly.
I think
Save
I saw
a
that on a
life.
T-shirt.
Yeah, that's from Save the Tatas. That's actually one of their sayings. One says, one shirt says, "I love my wife's tatas," or "I love my wife's big tatas." I like that one.
I would rock that shirt.
Yeah. But yes, we're talking threesomes. Now we're going to go over some sex positions. And this is particularly male, female threesomes, okay? Now, they say it could be tricky. It could be a little tricky. One thing they say is especially, it could be a little tricky if the guys aren't bi. Okay? If it's, the chick just wants two dudes and both dudes are straight. It can get a little tricky, okay? They say start with like third base. Sit on the couch with the chick in the middle and just start with touching. And she can either like give a double handy or she can go back and forth. But,
No male
right,
contact.
if she's
on
in the
either
middle,
side.
right.
Right.
One guy could be doing something to her and another guy could be doing something to her, just, feeling, touching, kissing stuff, just as long as the guys aren't doing anything, chick's in the middle. She could, like I said, she could either service both at one time or she could go back and forth while the other one just pays attention to her.
Keep yourself busy.
Yeah. They say that they could also do like the 69 plus 1 daisy chain, like a mini daisy chain. But in order to do that, the guys are going to have to be bi.
I would say.
Because the guys would have to be comfortable with having a guy do something to them and the guy doing something.
Right.
Because one way or another, one guy's going to be giving a blowy.
There's going to be contact.
Yeah. One dude's giving a blowy. If they're going to do a mini daisy chain. Now, it could be the guy giving her oral and her giving the other guy oral, and it not be a completed chain.
Yeah.
But to complete a mini daisy chain, then not, you know what I mean, and have both guys involved, they're both gonna have to be bi.
That's called a daisy chain?
That's a daisy chain.
That's a daisy, okay.
Yeah, we discussed that before, but sometimes people say that a real daisy chain has to be 5 people or more. Now, to have a daisy chain where both guys are straight, and to complete it, there has to be an even number of people. There has to be 2 chicks and 2 guys. So there's a chick in between the guys. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Each guy. So they can complete a daisy chain without anybody be bisexual, as long as it's an even number of people. So they say that you could try the 69 plus 1, and you can complete it or not. It's up to you. Then there's the twisty 3-way. Now this is where the chick is on her back on the end of the bed. Guy number 1, we're gonna call guy number 1, her guy. Okay, her guy. We'll say that. Her
man.
partner. Yeah.
Herman.
Guy number 1 gets it in. Okay? And guy number 2 straddles her and just kind of plays with her. Now, guy number 1 is gonna have to be comfortable with seeing ass in his face.
Yeah.
At this point, I guess it could be better than the guy facing the other guy and like making eye contact. That could get awkward,
That would be awkward.
right?
Yeah.
So I guess if it's face to face or ass to face, which would you choose?
Me?
Yeah.
Neither.
If you had to. Would you rather the guy be facing you or not?
Oh, I would, yeah, not facing me, so I could,
Not make eye contact?
No.
Yeah, so I guess that's why they say that.
Yeah.
This guy straddles chick and just kind of plays with her. You know, boobies and stuff.
See, you have to have a level of comfort with that
Yeah.
that I don't have. But yeah, okay. Hey, like I said, whatever
Yeah.
makes you happy.
All right, the next one is called the happy cuckold. So
What?
you know what a cuckold is?
Yeah.
Okay, the happy cuckold. This is where the guy, we'll say, okay, guy number 1 lays on his back, while guy number 2 lays sideways, and the chick leans back on guy number 1. Okay, so he's laying there and letting her lean back on him, and guy number 2 does his thing while guy number 1 watches, because that's the whole cuckold thing. Guys who are into cuckold, they just want to watch their wife with somebody
So
else.
he's basically holding his wife.
Yeah, he's kind of holding her up, so he's got direct vision
Right.
into that.
Yeah. Point of view.
Right, he's got point of view. That's the happy cuckold. That's for the guy who wants to watch another guy pleasure his wife. She basically leans up against him, you know, and other guy number 2 does his thing, and they both get that point of view. POV, whatever. Yeah. Now, he could also, guy number 2, be laying on his side and doing her while the happy cuckold watches. Now, for
What's
the
that?
bisexuals, there's the double blind side. Double blind side. This is going to be for bisexual guy, okay? This is where the person is blindfolded. Now, of course, they have to trust, you know, the people. So they have to be blindfolded, or they could close their eyes. But, of course, you know, it's called the double blind side. But, anyways, be blindfolded or close their eyes. And then they bind their ankles to their wrists. Okay, so there's blindfolded and then bondage involved. And then the 2 people take turns doing stuff to him. And they could even make it into a guessing game. Guess the dick. Whose dick is it? You know, play a little guessing game. Taking turns. And then if the guys are into it, They could even do it. They could take a turn. They could be blindfolded and bonded, do some bondage, and then, you know, guess who's giving them a blowy? Whose mouth is it? Who's giving the blowy? Guessing game. If you're comfortable with that. But of course, you know, these people are going to have to be very comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the chick could play guess the penis. Or the guy could play guess the mouth, I guess. Because she's not going to have a penis to guess unless she's got a strappy. And she's got her strap on. I think a guy could probably tell, though, between the real thing and a fake. Because one's going to be cold. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think the guy could tell. But yeah, so you could do that. That's the double blind side. Now, let's go over some sex positions for female, female, male. 2 chicks and a dude. Okay? Now, they say that since it's 2 girls, it could be a little more uncomfortable for a girl to kind of join in with the couple than a guy. A guy's just going to be like all in there. You know, let's do it. That it might be a little more uncomfortable for the third, that's a girl, to join in. So they say a good way to start, especially if you're a first-time third, okay, if this is your first time being a third, for a female, of course, because we're talking 2 females, 1 male, sit back and watch for a bit. If you're really shy, you know, suggest they do a doggy, and then you could get behind them and sit back and watch, so they aren't facing them. They say that's even something you could suggest, and then slowly join in. You know, grab a boob. They say even grab a hold of him and help him do his thing while he's doing her.
Baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps, joining in with touching, and that type of thing. You know. Then when you get into it, one of the positions that they suggest is called the double down. And of course, this is the classic. This is the classic that every guy fantasizes about. He's got 1 chick doing him and 1 chick sitting on his face. Right? That's when guys fantasize about a threesome and being with 2 chicks, that's usually what they're fantasizing about. They're on their back. They're on their back. 1 chick is, you know, servicing him down there. The other chick is on his face, and he's just laying there enjoying it. Just, yeah. The double down, that's the classic. That's the dude's #1 fantasy position with chicks. And then they, of course, the girls can switch places, take turns, have a seat,
Once again,
change seats.
Sharing is caring.
Change seats. Yeah, change seats. That's what I'd call it. Chinese fire drill.
Bicycle built for 2.
They could yell out that.
Yeah, there you go.
Chinese fire drill. They jump up, run around him, get back down. Right? Make it fun.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, switch places, make it fun. Play some music. When the music stops,
Like musical chairs.
like musical chairs. Yeah,
But everybody wins.
exactly.
Nobody's disqualified.
Everybody gets a seat.
There you go.
Yeah. Now, next one is called the daisy pedal. Okay? Now, it's not the daisy chain, it's the daisy pedal. And this is where the dude gets double oral. Or the dude and the chick is doing double oral on a chick. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can take turns. You know, the guy can get a turn for some double oral. You know, maybe one's working on the balls, one's working on the shaft. Or they're both kissing it at the same time.
Lots of tongues involved.
Lots of tongues involved on one penis. Or the chick could get a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's called the daisy pedal. Everyone can take a turn getting oral.
The daisy pedal.
Daisy pedal. So in other words, it's just one person and then 2 people are down there at one time.
And that's what they call that.
That's what they call it, daisy pedal. Yeah. So not a daisy chain, because it's one person getting oral from 2 people at the same time.
Learning things tonight on the Sweet Spot.
Yeah, you learn something every show.
Information.
Every show. Guarantee it. Yeah, guarantee it. But here's another one called the chain gang. Take a guess at that.
Bondage involved there?
No.
No?
No. It just means that people are connected. And here's how it goes.
Like
There's
here?
one, they say guy and girl number 1 are doing it doggy. Girl number 2, or no, I'm sorry. The chick getting it doggy gives chick number 2 oral. So that's why it's a chain gang. So he's doing chick number 1. Chick number 1 is doing chick number 2. Right. That's called the chain gang. Next one.
Who thought up these names?
I don't know. They're giving them cute names though.
I know, the Daisy Pedal and the Chain Gang.
Well, I guess because of the daisy chain.
Right.
You know, this daisy pedal is just 2 people giving 1 person oral. Because daisy chain doesn't involve sex. Yeah, that's called a train. The daisy chain is only oral, strictly oral.
Daisy Train.
Yeah, it's called, that's running a daisy train.
Give it a cute name.
Yeah. But this is a daisy pedal. Now, next one, and last but not least, is called the BFFs. The BFFs. Another cute name. What do you think that means?
I do not know.
Here we go. I'm going to tell you all about it. It's chick on chick. So one chick has a strap on, and one chick does the other chick with the strap on, while the guy does the chick with the strap on. Yeah.
So she's like bouncing in between the two?
Well, I guess, no, because the chick's down there.
Uh-huh.
Well, you mean the strap on chick?
Yeah.
Well, no, they got to kind of go in rhythm. You know, so there isn't a whole lot of boom, 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 boom. You got to kind of go in rhythm like
You're
that.
like playing Pong.
Well, no, I guess you would have to kind of go like that, right?
Yeah, well,
Unless one person's not going in and out. They're just kind of moving. But anyways, that's what they say. But they say that also, the chick doesn't have to have a strap on. They could be like scissoring, and then he could pick a hole. Many holes to choose from.
you got a lot to work with. That's
Yeah. He's got 4 holes to choose from then. He could just pick and poke and poke another one and then take that one and poke another one. Not even really know who's he's poking or what. Because there's 4 of them. It's kind of like that hit a mole, right?
Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole. It's kind of like that
Whack-a-mole.
But no, poke a hole.
Poke a hole. There
Poke
you
a
go.
hole.
Poke a hole.
Pick a hole and poke it. Try another one. See that one, you're not digging it? Yeah. Or, here's another version. There's more. Yeah, there's more. Okay? They say that, the chicks can kind of use the hands while he's picking a hole. Or, you could put the guy in the middle. How about that? While he's doing chick number 1,
Say what?
chick number 2. You catching that now?
Yeah, sorry, I'm slow. That took a
You
second.
put the guy in the middle and incorporate some pegging. If the guy's fair game, you know what? Should be. Because that your girl's letting you do a lot of shit. She's letting you get away with a lot of shit. So if she wants to peg your ass while you're doing chick number 2, you damn sure better let her.
That's a 50-50 chance. What do you say?
50-50 chance he might be into it.
I guess.
But you know what I say? If your girl's going to be into that and she accepts bringing another chick in and she's not bi, let's say. She let you do some other chick, you better let her do you at the same time. That's what she's into. That's what I say. You better not be a greedy, selfish ass at that point.
If you're going to put yourself in that situation, you need to be up for
Yeah.
damn near anything.
You damn sure better. You better be, you know what? If you're going to give it, you better be able to receive it. That's what I say. Because she's doing, you know what? She's doing you a big fucking favor. Especially if she don't like chicks. So, I say a little dildo in the butt during your threesome. Better do it. If she wants to. And then they can all be BFFs. Hey. But that's it. That's the last one. So, threesome away, whether it's 2 dudes and a chick, or 2 chicks and a dude, you know, whatever you're into. Like I said, let your freak flag fly, as long as you're not hurting anybody. Be prepared for the consequences, because somebody could get jealous. It could lead to a breakup. They might lose respect for you that they had before. Just be prepared for the consequences. That's all I'm saying.
There is a lot to deal with, and you got to put the work in.
That's a lot of mess. It's a lot of feelings that could be hurt by a lot of different people. You know, you never know. What if the third decides that she liked it a little too much, or liked one of the people in the couple a little too much?
Or likes the girl better.
Got a crush.
You gotta
What
deal
if the
with that.
the girl in the couple decides she liked the girl better?
Yeah.
You could lose your chick. You never know. There's consequences. You gotta take them risks. It's a gamble. So be prepared for it if you're gonna do it. That's what I say. Now, let's do a little bit of sugar-free live. So we have time left.
All right.
We got about 9 minutes, maybe 8, because we're coming down to 22 minutes. Question number 1 for Sugar-Free Live is from a female. Age is unknown, but she says she has a boyfriend that she loves in every way possible. He's the greatest. The only problem is he has a small penis. He's a very small member. And she wants to know, how can she make sure she gets a no, that she gets satisfied? Because she says there's no problem satisfying his little wee-wee, his little member, his junior. She wants to know how she can make sure she gets an orgasm since he has such a small penis. Well, there's several ways. Lot of foreplay. I am a big advocate for foreplay. Maybe get satisfied beforehand, like even before the sex. Have them perform some oral. Make sure you get you that O before you even get into the sex. Or you could try the, the joyful joystick or the joyride? The joystick joyride, where...
She's on top and doing the circle.
No, that's
one?
where, it is doing the circle, but you don't have to do the circle. Just have him, if he's on top, once he gets it in, have him move up a couple inches, so you're pretty much pelvis to pelvis, and that gives you a lot more clitoral action. He's still gonna get the same feeling, even if he's just getting the tip in, if he's that small. I don't know.
Word of advice to a guy in that situation: perfect your oral skills.
Yeah, I'd say, have him give you some oral beforehand. You could try that position, to get you, try some positions where there's a lot of clitoral stimulation, and you could, get an O that way. You're probably not gonna orgasm have a vaginal orgasm. Probably not gonna get one. So, unless, there are tools though, and we're gonna go over that next month. I decided next month is gonna be sex toy month. Yay! We're gonna talk all about different sex toys. All different kinds for guys and girls and the new ones and all that stuff. But they have penis extenders.
Say what?
Penis extenders.
Extenders.
Right, so basically it's a dildo that's hollow. And the guy gets an erection, and then he puts his erected penis into the hollow dildo. So it's a strap-on. And then he has sex with that. So he's not going to get much stimulation at all. He's not going to feel much. Okay? It's going to be all for her. Now, if you're too embarrassed or you don't want to say, you want to make him feel bad and say, honey, you got a really small penis. Here, let's go get you an extender. May not want to do that. You could try other things. Oral. You could try the different positions. Or you can actually use self-stimulation. And while you're having sex, stimulate yourself with either your finger, your clitoris with your finger, or what was that thing you were talking about? The bunny?
A rabbit.
A rabbit? Get you a rabbit. So, because I hear they're mini. They're very small. So you'd be able to fit it down there while you're having sex, and just turn that little buzzer on, and he might like it too. Might feel good to him too, that vibration down there. You never know. You can try that while you're having sex, and then you will orgasm too, which will make him feel better.
Yeah,
You know,
communicate with him, be cool about it.
yeah.
And
Tell him what you like, what
give
feels
him
good.
Give him instructions, guide
Yeah.
him.
Always,
Yeah,
whether your man has a small penis or not,
but there is, yeah.
talk about it. Okay, it'll always make things better. I always say, one conversation, even one sentence, could like stop an entire argument that could last for a very long time. Okay, it could easily solve a problem by having one conversation and not being embarrassed about it. And if you're with somebody that way, you shouldn't be embarrassed about talking about that stuff. If you're having sex with somebody, you should not be embarrassed to talk about what kind of, stuff turns you on, what feels good, what.
Well, the key word there, she called him her boyfriend. So she's in a relationship.
Yeah, she's in a relationship. He just apparently has a small penis.
Yeah.
She wants
She
to make
likes
sure
him.
she gets satisfied.
Likes him enough.
Yeah, she said he's
regardless
great
of
in every
that.
way.
Yeah, regardless of that. So.
hmm Everything else she said is perfect. But she just wants to make sure she's satisfied too. So try those. Try those things. All right, we still have time for another question. Question number 2. Now, I like this one. Relationship rule that has zero room for compromise. What is a relationship rule that everyone should have that has zero room for compromise? Now, I had to think about this one because they said the relationship rule that has zero compromise for everyone. Now, for me, that may be cheating, right? Ain't having it. If you cheat, you're done, you're gone, done, that's it. There's no forgiving, there's no forgetting. But that may not be for everybody. That may not be something that, makes somebody break up to somebody else. To me, that's a good rule. But I'd say for everyone, let's cover everyone. What's the number one relationship rule that has zero room for compromise would be physical abuse. That's what I say. You should never put up with somebody beating on you, physically abusing you. What's
Ever.
yours?
Ever.
What do you think the number one relationship rule should be for everyone? For everyone now, you gotta remember. Not just you.
Be honest.
Yeah. Be honest.
Mm-hmm.
That's the, no, that means,
Well, not the be all.
There's
end
no
all.
room for
Be-
compromise.
No,
so in other words, say they lie, that's it. Done and over with.
no.
That's what you're saying?
No. Yeah.
No room.
Physical abuse would definitely have to be on the top.
Because some people can get over cheating. Some people can forgive and forget.
If
They say.
If you physically strike somebody,
Yeah. Because you're taught in what, preschool, kindergarten? You don't put your hands on somebody else. You don't touch somebody else. You fight with your words. You're taught that when you're 5. 5. A toddler knows not to put their hands on somebody else unless they expect to get smacked back. So that's what I was taught. Don't hit nobody unless you're fully expecting them to smack your ass back. Don't put your hands on nobody. So I think that's the number one relationship rule that has zero room for compromise. Like none. No. If somebody physically abused you, it's not going to get any better. It's not going to stop. It's not going to be a one-time thing. Ever. Once somebody does that to you, and you stay with them, they think that it's okay to do that. Like if they get to that point that you anger them enough, then it's all right. They smack you because you put up with it and you deserve it. So that would be mine. Do not put your
That's a
hand,
good one.
or don't accept anybody physically abusing you. And I don't think anybody should be mentally abused or emotionally abused either. Like say that they're being called a slut, a whore, whatever. Yeah. But physical abuse for sure.
It's bullying.
Yeah. If they put their hands on you, don't put up with that shit, ever. That's what I say. Those are the ones that just get worse and worse and worse,
Yeah.
and somebody ends up in the hospital, or dead, and the
dead.
other one's in prison, or 2 people are dead. So, that would be it for me. Number one relationship rule. Don't put up with anybody putting their hands on you. But anyways, that concludes our show for this week. Thank you for joining and watching. I may have to just share this on YouTube next week. I usually do this on Wednesday nights from 9 to 11. I had some technical difficulties this week, so I had to do it late. But next week, it'll be Wednesday from 9 to 11 p.m. And it's usually on Facebook Live. You can find me DD on Air or The Sweet Spot. Also has a Facebook page. And I also share the videos on there. And then I'm also on WRPR, Rat Pack Radio, which is ratpacksports.com. And you can listen to me on there on Friday nights, Saturday nights, and Monday nights. And you can look for times on here. I'll post them on here and on my Facebook page, DD on Air. But thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next week. You've been listening to The Sweet Spot. Yes. Gosh. God, that has been hell to get this show done, huh? Holy shit. All right. So, like I said, this show, The Sweet Spot, Sex and Relationship Show, is usually Wednesday evenings from 9 to 11 on Facebook Live. I'll try to share it on here, too, if I can figure out a way to do it. And also on, like I said, Rat Pack Radio on Fridays, 2:30 a.m., so that's Thursday night, early Friday morning, 2:30 a.m. Eastern time. This is all Eastern time, of course. Saturday at midnight and Monday nights at 9 p.m. And you can find them on ratpacksports.com. And you can listen by hitting the click button right at the right-hand corner of the page. And you can also find them on iTunes and on Google Play. So, thank you for joining me. If this is a first-time watcher, thanks for commenting. Everybody who commented, and hope you learned something. Thanks for listening and watching The Sweet Spot. I'm DD on Air.